and the real estate market's booming, right? Who owns a house in Nashville, Williamson County, Davidson County, everybody? Has anyone shopped for a house lately? What's the average home going for per square foot around Nashville these days?
Over $1 a square foot.
Over what?
Over $1 a square foot.
Over $1 a square foot. Hundreds of dollars per square foot. Is it two yet?
It's two. I think it's 200. 100. I don't know where I got $1. I'm in $100 a square foot. Hey, we love $1 a square foot.
I was thinking it was a couple $100 a square foot. And for most of us, our home, over 100, probably 200-ish. For most of us, our home is going to be our number one asset. Or so we've been taught our entire life, that your home is your most valuable asset. But today I'm going to talk about a piece of real estate that is so valuable, you don't even measure the value in square footage. You can talk about the value of this in square inch. And the entire asset is actually about the size of a quarter. So one asset the size of a quarter that's more valuable than your phone, your home. That's like $1.50 a square foot, yeah? So $1.50 a square foot. There's a book out called Not Taught. A friend of mine named Jim Keenan wrote this book. And it's all about the things that they didn't teach you in school that you need to succeed in the 21st century. And one of the things he says is that your home isn't your most valuable asset. Your home, your most valuable asset is actually your online footprint, your digital and social presence. Now that sounds kind of like a fancy new age idea, but it's not. Because your grandmother told you that all you have is your reputation. Your word is your bond. What people think of you is your most valuable asset. So Jim says your social media presence is your most valuable asset. I'm going to narrow it down just a little bit further today. We're going to talk about this quarter. What's this quarter that represents you and your digital presence? And that is your social media profile picture. And no one thinks this is a big deal, your social media profile picture, but I'm going to tell you why your social media profile picture is the most valuable thing you own, and almost every one of you is using it wrong. Almost everyone I know is using it wrong. The human brain is hardwired to make snap judgments about faces. And when we were running around the plains of Africa, when we were living in caves, our brain had to decide within 1/10 of a second, is that a fuzzy, happy kitty staring through the bushes, or is that a hungry tiger staring through the bushes? Is that a friend or a foe? Is that food or a predator? Do I need to run or do I need to hide? So we're hardwired for facial recognition, and we make snap judgments about faces. We can make a judgment about a face within 1/10 of a second, long before we can read the words that are around the picture, long before we can see what they say about you, what you do, what the comments are, long before we even see your name. We know a lot about you just from your face. And the science backs this up. I was watching a TV show not too long ago, and they were showing that children as young as 5 years old, if they put two pictures in front of them, and they do a poll of about 30 kids, they can predict with an amazing degree of accuracy which one of those two people will win an election, simply based on facial characteristics, whether that person is likable or not. And that's all up here. So that happens. The research goes on and on. The face makes is an enormous factor in lots of human decisions. It affects how long sentences judges will hand down, purely on the face. So this transfers over to your social media presence and your digital presence, because now we know that our first impressions are visual impressions, but these days first impressions happen online. Depending on your industry, as much as 90% of all sales begin with an online search. Whether you're shopping for real estate, whether you're shopping for a car, whether you're shopping for a CFO, whether you're shopping for insurance, you start looking online. We're not just looking for products, and we're not just looking for prices anymore. more and more, now we are looking for people. An article just came out by cars.com that we've all learned the 4 P's of marketing. We learned those in college. There's product, price, place, and promotion. Well, they're saying the 4 P's are now product, price, place, and people. Because people want to do business with people. And people will search online to find the people that they want to do business with. 97% of car buyers said they will drive further and pay more to do business with a car salesperson that they like and trust. And they will Google, and they will go through, and they'll read the reviews, and they'll look at the social media profiles of salespeople to find a person that they like. And the first thing they're going to base that decision on is a picture of you and your face. So we're going to have a little show and tell today. I'm going to ask a rhetorical question. Does everyone have their phone? Everyone has their phone. And I'm going to break the first rule of public speaking. Go ahead and get your phones out. I want you to pay attention to your phones for a little bit. I want everyone to get your phones out. And we're going to go through, and I'm going to give you 6 rules for judging and ranking your profile pics. And we're going to have a contest. We're going to see who has the highest scores. And I've got 2 copies of my new book that I'll give away to whoever has the highest scores based on these 6 rules. Now, you got your phones out. Before we start looking at the profile pics, I want you to do me a favor. Text Terry, T-E-R-R-Y. Text the word Terry to 444-999. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you a chance to get a 5-day email course that I put out. It's a 5-day personal branding boot camp to help you create an army of people who know, like, and trust you before they've ever even met you. Just text Terry to 444-999. Terry, 444-999. So now, flip over to your Facebook page, and the Facebook picture is the profile picture that you need to pay attention to, because Facebook is the 800-pound gorilla of social media. They just passed 2 billion monthly users this week. 2 billion monthly users. So look at your Facebook profile pic, and I'm going to give you these 6 rules real quick, and for every bar that you pass, you get 1 point. So rule number 1 for your social media profile picture is that it's a picture of you. Picture of you and only you. Not a picture of you and your dog. Not a picture of you and your cat. Not a picture of you and your kids, your horses, your cars. Not a logo of your company. Not you and that random celebrity you met that one time in downtown Nashville. Not you and that 1/3 of an arm that's draped over you because you liked the dress that you were wearing at the Christmas party that year. You and only you. So who has a profile picture that only has you and only you in it? All right, that cut about half of everyone out. You and only you. The second rule is, what is Facebook called?
It's not on Facebook.
Not on Facebook. Okay. Facebook is called Facebook. So your profile picture needs to be your face, just like Madonna, Vogue, right here. This is what you need. You don't need the whole thing. Nobody cares what your knees look like. You need a face, right there. So Facebook is for faces, and in fact, just this week, Facebook is changing the way they present their profile pictures, and they're changing everything to show up in circles. The reason they're doing that is because having a circle forces you to use your face. And they found that faces, the human face, generates more human interaction. So look for the circles and put your face in the circle. Who has a picture of their face? All right, so we got everybody here's got 2 points.
If I look at the rest of them,
Yeah.
I have ones of my face, but then.
Profile picture. We're only talking about one picture. It's
That's what
profile
I'm saying
picture.
on the profile.
Yeah, the profile picture that shows up. The profile picture that shows up when you're commenting with people, when you're interacting with people, because that's your avatar.
Yeah.
That's for people who've never met you. That's you. They're talking to your profile picture. That's what you see. So make sure it's a picture of just your face. Number 3, we need eye contact. First rule they taught you in sales is you have to make eye contact. People trust people with eye contact. If you're not making eye contact, people want to know what's wrong. That guy's shifting. I don't want anything to do with that guy. He can't look me in the eye. If you can't look him in the eye, they don't want to do business with you. Facebook gives you the opportunity to look 2 billion people in the eyeball. Make sure you're taking advantage of that. And that means no sunglasses. Hate that. No sunglasses. And who's seen these artsy photos? You don't want the artsy photo with you staring off in the distance. That does you no good. Eyeballs. 4th rule, if you're going to include eyeballs, you need one other piece of anatomy in every picture.
Smile.
Teeth. We need to get your teeth. Your first sales manager told you that too. Always smile. Keep on smiling. No matter what the customer throws at you, no matter what he says, keep smiling. It even works, if you're talking on the phone, if you're smiling when you're on the phone, people can hear the smile in your voice. And they can see the smile on your face that's gathered in your profile picture. So who has, so far, just you, a face with eyeballs and teeth? Man, we got a lot of folks.
But if you have a smile that has no teeth, but you're still smiling.
If it's a smile, that's okay. I mean, if a smirk, let's see.
I don't know.
I don't know. A little upturned. It's not a grimace. That's good. It's not a grimace or a smirk.
It's a Mona Lisa.
It's a Mona Lisa. That is. But there's a lot of debate about what Mona Lisa is. So.
She is controversial. Yes.
No, the other 2 are a little more technical. The other 2 are a little more technical. You got to make sure the lighting is right.
Yes.
Lighting is important, and I promise you, if you will go spend $100, $200 on a professional headshot that you can use, professional face shot, should I say, that you can use on your profile pic, that'll be one of the best investments you've ever made. Because they know that they're going to get the lighting right. But you don't have to spend big money to get the lighting right. Go outside. Go outside on a partly sunny day or in the evening, because you don't want the sun shining right on you, because that makes you squint. And nobody likes to squint. So go outside on a partly sunny day where you get all the nice natural sunlight. You don't want any shadows in your face. You don't want the sun coming right at you, because it's going to make you squint. It's going to put some glare on your face. So, if you can get the light coming from behind you, but not directly behind you, just a nice, soft, natural light, go outside and do that. And number six is make sure you don't have a cluttered background. I see lots of profile pictures where there's lots of stuff going on in the background. There's empty pizza boxes. There's empty beer bottles. There's empty everything. There's your cluttered desk. But you don't want any of that. You want a plain wall where all they see is your face. A nice cloudy sky where all they see is your face and your clouds. So if you can get one profile picture, it's just you, just your face, with your eyeballs, with your teeth, with proper lighting, and with a non-cluttered background. And you will take that pic and you will use it on all of your social media. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever you use it for, use it all across the board so you're presenting a uniform front to your customers, and no matter where they find you, they see you smiling. No matter where they find you, it's always you, and they know who they're dealing with. You're going to have lots of opportunity on Facebook to present the special, rare, and delicate flower that is you. You can put your charisma and your personality all over the place, but your profile pic needs to be boring and friendly. And if you'll scatter it everywhere, you can start building a reputation. You can start building the know, like, and trust factor and creating an army of people who know, like, and trust you before they've ever even met you. And all you got to do is look them in the eye and smile. Thanks so much.